Welcome, welcome. I'm Sharon.
And it's Chrissy.
Hey, Chrissy. So we are um, gathered around to talk about the tragic circumstances surrounding Christian Obumseli. I think I'm saying that right. Which was exited from the earth on April 3rd. Well, the issue is tragic all the way around, but it gets more tragic when we look at his his how he preferred certain preferences over black women. And Chrissy and I are going to discuss our perspectives as black women, how this issue and the situation, as tragic as it is, has nothing to do with black women. But now his brother, his family, and everybody are trying to make it a black woman's issue when it has absolutely nothing to do with us. So I'm going to recap if anybody hasn't heard about it. Um, Christian, let's see. I'm going to pull this up here. So because today his family released a statement, so they responded to all of the not backlash or anything, but all of the responses that black women were sharing as to how this was not our issue. So let's see here. I'm going to pull this up here. Christian Obumseli's brother releases a statement addressing Christian's past tweets about black women. Now, this is the issue where black women are having a problem. So they're trying to guilt us into feeling like our feelings aren't valid, considering how he felt about us. He did not like black women. So in the days following the fatal incident of Christian Obumseli, we have to watch what we say because of YouTube's policies and stuff. So people on the internet found his alleged Twitter account. The account listed under Toby Obumseli with a profile photo of the deceased features tweets dating back to his teenage years. Mind you, teenage does not mean that he does not know right from wrong. He knew exactly what he was saying. He said them all with his whole chest. So the family responded to those. His brother, Jeffrey Obumseli, has addressed the continued criticisms of the resurfaced tweets, which I will pull up those tweets so you can make up your own mind how you might feel about that too. As a family, we strongly disagree with the ignorant and repulsive tweets from my then high school age brother that have recently surfaced. However, the tweets do not diminish our demand for a thorough investigation into Toby's murder or negate the necessity for justice, Jeffrey wrote in Instagram post. He continued, "It's been a week since my brother was brutally and senselessly offed. Courtney Taylor Clenny callous actions have not met with an ounce of remorse. Of course not. Still, Christian's past tweets have not been well received. During his later teen years, he shared disapproving thoughts on dating black women, on black women's looks, and even bodies, sometimes in comparison to white women. Can't believe Oomph thinks I talk to black girls when I don't." That's what he tweeted. "Black girls are born knowing how to shake they blank. Honestly, I don't care. They're not my type. The way black girls disgrace themselves on TV," also tweeted. Christian Toby tweeted. "White body parts, just saying, haha." So now they're saying we cannot do this without community in a statement addressing Christian's previous tweets about black people and black women. Also, the derogatory term Akata, he referred to black women and black people in general as Akata, which I found out was a derogatory term toward black Americans in general. So personally, like I said, it's tragic. But how do you feel, Chrisley? What's your perspective?
I mean, yes, it is tragic. The family has all right to want justice from this woman who took his life if they feel that she was not justified in it, which she obviously they're saying she tried to claim self defense or whatever the case may be, which we weren't there, so we don't know.
Right.
However, the community, I as a community, try or I feel at this point, don't try to throw the black community into it and try to rally the black woman's um, aid in this community because your brother had disregard for the black community or the female in the black community in his preference, which yes, everybody is entitled to their preferences, which that I don't take issue with. But when
Right.
you try to disparage us in taking a stance on your preference, that's when I have a problem. So uh, if justice
And
is
I, oh, good for finish.
no, I was gonna say, so if justice is due to that girl, if she really did it and it was not self defense, then that'll come out in its due time. But I'm not calling for nobody. I'm not rallying behind nobody. I'm not. I don't care. I'm sorry to say it that way. I don't care.
And we're justified in that. Like the black men that are trying to guilt black women, especially guilt us into saying how we need to come together. Okay, so the lady Lauren that met with the white guy, I guess it was a month or so ago, and she died at the hands of allegedly died at the hands of this white man. Okay, the she did not go online disparaging black men. She did not go online saying how much she hated black men or anything like that. She met a tragic fate because of I guess lack of vetting. But like I said, we don't know because I've seen a lot of black men try to compare her case to this case, which she did not do what this Toby guy did. She did not disparage black men.
Yeah, and again, like I said, if she has a preference for outside of her race, everybody's entitled to have a preference. Everybody is
Exactly.
entitled to have a preference. But when you dog your race or those other women, regardless your race or not, but especially when it's women of your race in his case, or like when you disparage your race because you have a preference for another, that's when it's a problem. Because I can sit
Hmm.
here as a black woman, I can sit here and I can say, outside of relationship issues, I there are things where there are stereotypical um there's stereotypes about black people in general.
Hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie and say a lot of times we fit the damn stereotypes. Like the
Right.
loud ghetto stuff. You see it all the time. You can't help but to say that's exactly why people say what they say when you see,
There's
So it's
certain
like
things, right.
some people prove you right, but in disparaging all black women because you have a preference for a white woman, or even if it was the other way around, if the girl did it, not saying she did because like you said, there's nothing saying it, but if the girl did it against black men, that's when I take
Right.
issue
Right.
because
It is.
every race has ratchet.
Right.
Period.
Exactly. That's the
Every
point. It's like
every race
nobody's
has
putting
ratchet.
anybody above anybody else where we're concerned. But
Yeah.
but some people do. But like, yeah, if you go out of your way to bring somebody in that has nothing to do with your relationship, your interracial relationship, if you're going out of your way to disparage somebody else that has nothing to do with your relationship, that's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this video here from this it's a TikTok here. Let me see here. Let's see. Okay.
Give a damn how nobody feel about it, and I don't wish harm on nobody. I don't wish imprisonment on nobody. I don't wish anything bad on nobody, but you don't get an option to disrespect women and disrespect black women, and then when something happens to you, then you need them to go to rally for you, and you need them to go to war for you, and you want them to hit the media, and you want them to hit the news, and you want viral tweets, and you want them to go all out, but you disrespected them and said what they wasn't, and said what they don't look like, and said what they don't have, and say how you don't like their hair, and you don't like their skin complexion, you don't like their bodies, and they don't amount to do this, and they can't do this, and they can't operate this way, and you disrespect them, and you say how disgusting they are, and as soon as something happens, as soon as you down in your luck, as soon as you need some money, as soon as you need some shelter, as soon as you need somebody to go to war for you, as soon as you need somebody to stand up for you, as soon as you need a rider, as soon as you need somebody to hit the media, then conveniently you want black women to ride for you, then conveniently you want women to ride for you, but when you was on this earth, when you was walking on this earth, when you was on this land, when you was free, you didn't have their back. It don't work like that. I don't give a damn how nobody feel about it, and I don't wish.
Exactly. It don't work like that. It don't work like that.
Exactly.
I'm just glad that people are um pull this one up too. I'm gonna play video clips here. Let me see here. Um this is this one here was let's see. Okay. This one was showing his tweets. Right. Let's see. So I'm glad everybody's on the same page here. I mean, I'm really glad to see black women on the same page. Let's see. Here we go.
Baby, my ride or die days are over. Hang it up. Every time it was supposed to be ride or die, then die. Every time it was ride or die, die. Every time I die. Baby, my ride or die days are over.
Yeah. They have.
You have a family seeking the help of black women who have said, no, we are not going to rally behind your black woman hating son, who made it his preference to insult black women on a regular basis.
We'd always been paying attention, and we understand the value of a black man's life. What no one walking is going to ever be able to do. So, dear family of the Rickety Rocket, no one cares who you choose to be with. The level of disrespect that you choose to show comes back out. We're not coming to your rescue. We have too many other things to worry about. And if you're mad, then be mad and try to figure out how you raised a son that had such a nasty disregard for black women.
You have a family seeking the help of black women.
And that's on that. That's on. Here we go. Let me see. Here's that one. That one. This one here.
Here. So Christian's brother says that we cannot do this without community. In a statement addressing Christian's previous tweets about black people and black women, his brother says, with family, you may not agree with every action or statement made, but it is my duty to zealously fight for my brother. No family should have to go through what we are experiencing. We have a long legal battle ahead of us to ensure justice is served. I need your support. My family needs your support. We cannot do this without community. God bless you all. The statement continues. The bottom line is inextricably clear. Courtney is being treated differently because of her privilege as a wealthy white woman. Within 24 hours following Toby's death, the detective on the case prematurely concluded that this was not a crime of violence, but the information provided is deficient, and the lack of transparency strongly suggests foul play is involved. Courtney acknowledges that Toby did not have a weapon. She has no injuries to support her story of imminent danger. Additionally, Courtney still has yet to explain exactly what happened leading up to Toby's murder. We have every reason to believe that his death was the result of unwarranted and unprovoked violence. We want to see that justice is served. And if y'all want to see some of the resurfaced tweets by Christian and another resurfaced tweet, you might have to pause to look at them, y'all. Wow. So Christian's family is basically asking the community for support. And I'm sorry, but from what I've been seeing in the comment section on multiple social media platforms and outlets, black women are sitting this one out. And can you blame them though? I mean, why would black women protest for justice for a man that simply hated them? And also, I saw some resurfaced tweets from him that showed that he basically hated black people in general. So, that's unfortunate within itself. But this is why we have to be careful about the shit that we say and do, and be careful about who we bash and hate on social media in general, because the very people that you may hate or misunderstand or bash may be the very people that you may need to protest for justice for you in death. And I'm gonna say this, I don't necessarily see justice being served here, to be honest with you, because this bitch knew that she murdered her boyfriend, and she was at a bar less than 24 hours after she did what she did. And, you know, the case is already starting out iffy because Miss Mamas is still not in jail. So it's just a fucked up situation all the way around. Let me know y'all thoughts.
Uh, like they said, it's a tragic situation. Tragic situation.
Yep.
This was the first one. Let me see. Yeah, tragic for him and his family and all that. But this one right here. Let's see. This was the first one. Let me pull this one up. Let's see. So
Afro sisters would just sit this shit out. Because just last week, a young woman was unalived by her ex-boyfriend, and I had looked all up and down the comments, and black men were blaming her for her own death, dragging her for filth. I wish we could just match that same fucking energy. It's not about being bitter, it's about being indifferent. See, how you live does not change how I feel when you are unalive. I'm gonna treat you the same way. I really don't care. So, homeboy, whose Snow Bunny girlfriend went all Norman Bates on him, and now she is living it up in a 5-star hospital loony bin, so she can avoid going to jail. And all I see in the comments is some of the ladies are like, "We need to do something. We need to get justice for him, sweetheart. He ain't gonna do shit for you. If the shoe was any other foot, he wouldn't give two shits and a fuck about you.
Yep.
He would be blaming you."
Yep.
I wish my fellow Afro sisters.
yep, that's that. They said it better. I mean, over and over again, we've got look, and like I was saying a few years back, I was like, I really wish, like I was starting to see a lot of like black women like doing their videos on YouTube talking about the degeneracy of
Mm-hmm.
black men towards black women.
Mm-hmm.
So I had already, been feeling that way from what I've witnessed and what I've seen anyway. But so I started seeing all these other young ladies, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm so glad to now see young ladies kind of having their eyes open and figuring this out, because the only way they are going to understand is once we stop supporting them in any way, shape, or form, and it
Mm-hmm.
starts affecting their bottom line financially, especially. Because like I was saying, like a lot of these black rappers and musicians, they make music for the black women. It's like an okie doke. They make the music for them, thinking that they're writing it about them, that they'll have a chance with them or another black man or something like that. But no, they're writing it to keep them in trance, to keep them spending their money, buying their music, giving them financial support, so they could take that financial support and live a lifestyle with a Becky. I mean, you see it with the athletes.
Yeah.
It's the athletes and the movie stars even the movie stars that act like they're pro black. No, they're with Becky's.
Mm-hmm.
But they pander to black women and their emotions just to get the money from them to keep up their lifestyle so they could go with the Beckys.
Mm. I don't know what they want from me. I can't give them more than they deserve.
Do what?
I said, I don't know what they want from me. I can't give them more than they deserve.
Right, which is at this point nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, what little bit that we did offer, like going out and protesting and marching for them, they didn't appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
So from now on, they can get the Beckys, the preferences, their preferences, and the Beckys or whatever. They can get on the front lines.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because it's like those same people that y'all want to date, they're not protesting for us.
Nope.
So, yeah, they may be dating you as a black man, but they're not front line with the black people for Black Lives Matter or for this, that, and the third, because they don't care.
Nope. Even the let's see, what was that young boy that got shot, and it was his mom was no his I think his mom was white and he was with the preference, and we
Dante
found this
or
out
something.
later on. Right, and we found this out
Dante.
later on. So, and they weren't even, they weren't even really out there staying, and that was her own son. So they weren't even out there for him. You see what I'm saying? They weren't out there, and they're not going to be out there.
Wait, what do you mean they weren't out there for her son?
Like she wasn't on the front lines. Like she did
Okay,
a press conference.
it must be a different case then. Because
Who
you talking
was
about
it?
the one that was shot in the car?
That was the one that had I think the Mexican girlfriend or something like that.
Oh
the
no,
Latin girlfriend.
No, I think this might be something different.
Okay. Well, even most of those black men that I'm finding out also were with Becky's that were killed, like George Floyd. I wasn't out there marching for George Floyd or anything like that either, but I come to find out he was with a Becky. And a lot of black people, black women especially, because the black women were the face of that protest and those marches. They didn't even know. He was with a Becky. And he had the kind of the same sentiments as this Christian Toby Obumseli towards black women.
I knew he had a white woman, but I didn't see nothing negative or hear nothing negative about.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like I've actually just been finding out little things, and I think that the black women that are finding this stuff out, I see that they suppressed a lot of that because of how big and massive that movement was.
Even still, I think it would more be because of, I mean, not necessarily how big the movement was, but the cause of death, the
right
brutality aspect of it,
right, and that now that is that I will still, because of the brutality of the system of those cops, that still needs to be reformed. I don't think it should be like eliminated, but reformed in some kind of way, because I mean, I really don't know how they're going to reform it at all, but it does need the blue code of silence, or the blue line, that needs to be fixed some kind of way.
I mean, the only way to fix it because there are some good cops out there that will tell another one when they're wrong, and there's a video of one cop when another cop was using excessive force to someone that they had in captation, or however you want to call it. Can't think of the word right now. Um, the other cop went and arrested the one that like was using excessive force after the fact. Like, this person is in our custody. Yeah, in
Mm-hmm.
custody. Out, yes, it's outside the car, but in custody, meaning their hands are not free. We have them, and this other cop went and I don't remember if she hit or whatever happened, and another cop was like, "Oh no, you don't," pushed them aside and arrested them, cuffed them. That's what needed to happen.
Right, but that's an exception to the rule because I was listening to NPR and they were talking about the entire culture of policing. It is rotten to the core. Like, this was on NPR and I was listening to it. They did a 2 day thing, 2 day uh, show on NPR, and the story that they were saying, they were telling, like, it is pervasive in every single police station in the country. And the I can't even go into details because it was so disturbing, but I was like, the even the videos I have seen, like, not just the story you told. I've seen very few. I've seen a few videos of cops that have tried to, um, put in reports and complain to the higher ups and stuff like that. But they were retaliated against. They were retaliated against because they were trying to do the right thing, and it was just, and especially after hearing that NPR story, it's like the entire system of policing needs to be done. Because my birth mom was a cop,
Okay.
so, but I'm sure she wouldn't have been down with how they're playing now if she was still alive. So she wouldn't be down with all that. She was in the National Guard too.
Okay.
But yep, as for Toby's brother and family, I hope they get justice. Doesn't look like it's like that young man said in that video. Doesn't look good, and that's why that he had to come out with that statement like that on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I don't. I mean, if they better see now, they lose the support of black women. I mean, basically, we're the trends of everything, and we support everybody all the time. But it's unfair for them to try to guilt us into supporting this.
Yeah.
I mean, we would really be looking like a fool if no matter what we would support some stupid mess like this,
Mm-hmm.
and we constantly disrespect it like that. No.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. It's not. It's like, I don't know.
We got to show that we got pride in ourselves if we want people to take seriously. Because this just is not it. Keep on asking. Like I said, they're asking the wrong community. He said that they couldn't do it without community. They're asking the wrong community. And they need to ask the community that Toby cherished and propped up on a pedestal. That's the community they need to be asking for help.
Mm-hmm.
We have some viewers. I wonder if Mustafa is it. Let me see. I'm looking for see if I can see his comments. I don't see his comments.
Do you
But
see
yeah,
any comments? Did anybody leave a comment or?
I haven't seen any comments yet. But if you stop by and look at the video and like it, go ahead and like it for us. Thank you.
I mean, feel free to leave your opinion on the situation or other topics that maybe you want to speak about.
Yep, I'm just making sure. Okay, so I opened up this page. Oh. So let me see. I'm gonna pull. Oh. Oh, let's see here. Okay.
Timeline show been quiet from the men with the podcast mics about this black man that got stared by his peaceful white girlfriend.
I'm just saying.
The podcast bros have been quiet. They're the loudest ones, and they've been really quiet. They've been really, really quiet. I haven't heard from the podcast bros. Have you?
Nope.
Especially those fresh and fit guys. Because I think those fresh and fit guys, I think they had that girl Courtney on one of their shows. Let me find that video. Hold on a second. Let me find that video. They had her on one of their podcasts. Let's see. I'm trying to find that clip of her on that podcast. Okay, here it is. I think I found it. Okay. I found it. Let's see.
And you know you're toxic.
Yeah.
You can tell she's a black girl.
I'm Courtney Taylor, and I do OF for a living.
OnlyFans. You got like 1 million followers or something?
2 million.
Damn. You look like the type of girl that only dates like rich guys. Is that true?
No, that's not true. I only date black guys. Especially black guys. Especially black guys. Let me clarify. I only date rich black guys.
Rich black guys. There we go. And you know you're toxic.
Yeah.
You can tell she like black guys. It's like especially black guys. For all you watching, I'm with it. Do you like to be fully controlled, or do you?
I like to be submissive. Yeah, in the bedroom,
Yes.
but like in my life, I don't like anybody to tell me what to do.
Yeah, so you only want them to tell you what to do in the bedroom. Other than that, you don't want them to tell you anything.
Right. That's exactly it. Yes.
So that sounds like you're a control freak with your relationships. Be careful with this one. She's gonna boss you around like
Sweet toxicity.
So you only date rich black guys. So like, have you ever dated like any politicians or only like rappers or athletes, or what kind of rich black guys?
No dope boys, no politicians.
Strictly athletes.
I mean, well, dabble here, dabble there, a little bit.
Have you ever dated any celebrities?
Dated? Well, I mean, yes.
What celebrities have you dated?
Just like athletes. Jermichael Finley, but don't look him up. Don't look him up. Don't look him up because it's gonna make me look really bad.
How much do you make a month?
A lot. Yeah, we make good money.
Like you make 6 figures a year.
Well,
Multiple
yeah.
six.
Well, now, so from what I gather, you know how the black men always say, "Oh, we don't want a ratchet girl or this and that." You know what I'm saying? But she is an OF influencer,
Mm-hmm.
and which is nothing wrong with that. I mean, I guess you make a living doing that, but I mean, but them comparing. And then like the masculine thing, because when she was saying that when he was laughing at her being a control freak and this and that, like all of those traits and characteristics that she was listing about herself, I've heard black men say that they didn't like all that, especially if it was coming from a black woman.
Mm-hmm. Which is true. What's good for the goose? What is it? What's good for the geese is not
Goose
good
is
for the
good for the
gander.
gander.
I couldn't remember if it was goose or geese. I'm like, wait,
Goose is
goose or
goose
geese?
for the gander, right? Goose gander.
Yeah, so I'm like, is it goose or geese? That's what I couldn't remember.
So I don't know. I'm surprised you didn't get any texts from your brothers or anything about it. Had they even heard the news
About what?
about this situation?
With this guy that was murdered?
Yeah.
My brother has a life. My brother is a doctor. My brother has not a care in the world for this man that is nothing to us.
Oh, also another thing, how they were talking bad about using every excuse they could to bash Jada. Still, you know what I'm saying? Like her representing black women, they were using every excuse to bash her as well. But yet they don't have their like the podcast bros are crickets. There's crickets about this lady.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
And she actually poked somebody to death.
I mean, I do not claim Jada, so I don't care what
I
they
mean,
say.
I don't either too, but I'm just saying they were using it as an excuse to bash black
Yeah.
women. Because I don't claim a lot of those so-called, not. I highly I stick to the term not all skin folk or kinfolk,
Mm-hmm.
basically, especially when they're looking out for their self interest and not others as a collective as a
Yeah.
whole.
So nobody is leaving comments. Anybody that's looking, nobody left a comment.
Not Nope, not yet. I'm checking. Let's see here. This up here. Let's see. Oh, that reminded me of Steve McNair, because like he was with one of those crazy preferences too, and I Carrie and I used to live in apartments right
Mm-hmm.
next to where he got you know taken away,
Okay.
and that girl used to come into she used to come into the bar, the restaurant that Carrie worked at.
Mm-hmm.
But this is that girl, that crazy girl that Steve McNair was messing with.
Mm-hmm.
And they said when she came into the restaurant, she would always be acting crazy and entitled and throwing little hissy fits. And she was a lot younger, of course. She was younger than him,
Mm-hmm.
and he was trying to leave her, and that's when she used him as a pincushion. It's like,
Mm-hmm. I see.
yep. He was trying to leave her, and then ended up a pincushion.
So I mean, c'est la vie, unfortunately. C'est la vie. Such is life. I mean, that's what you call getting what you ask for.
Yep. It's a
Our,
tragedy, but
our crazy be different.
huh?
I said I'm going to stereotype again. Our crazy as Black women be different. I sure will stereotype. Our crazy be different. So. And y'all think our crazy is worse, and then you get with this, and you, like you said, they all become pin cushions and
Yep.
knife sharpeners. So guess what? Go
Right.
ahead. Go ahead. Shoot. With a Black girl, she'll go crazy, and if she got crazy uncles or brothers or fathers, she'll get sick thumb on you. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you know,
Right.
if
I'm
she's that type
calling my brother. I'm calling my uncle.
that's what I'm saying. If she's that type of person, she's gonna sick thumb on you.
But this girl had gall because she has that stereotypical what they call pretty privilege and white privilege all wrapped up into one.
I ain't
That's why
seen
she's
nothing.
still walking
I
around.
ain't seen nothing pretty about that damn girl face. Her
But
face
I'm
is
just
just like
saying the
yellow.
stereotypical of what society deems,
No,
the pretty privilege.
even if she was not pretty, she got white privilege on her side. Period.
True. That's
Period.
that. Yep. That's
Period.
that. Yep.
So
And she's utilizing that because
shit, I would
she's
too.
walking around, going to bars,
I
kids.
would too. If there was a Black privilege for anything, let me find out. I will utilize it. If they could, so can I. Why the hell not? Two
Well,
can play that game. Two
once
can
you
play that
find
game.
that black privilege card, you make sure you give me the application so I can sign up for
I'm
it
telling
too.
you. Two
Because
can play
I
that
need
game.
some of that
I
black
go
privilege.
slapping them all. And then pull out my damn card. Hold up, wait a minute. We might have that privilege in like Compton or somewhere. Hold on. I'll find it. Find it.
Oh boy. Yeah, I need some of that black privilege if it exists. Give
You
me
know what I'm
that
saying?
card. It's a shame. I was actually looking for this. I was looking for a video. Let's see. Um, I'll put on some mood music here while I'm looking for this. Let's see. Mood music. So I wanted to, so I was looking for this video, but I was wanting to read some of these tweets that people respond. I mean, I hate to laugh, but some of these tweets, people were like quick. I mean, I couldn't believe how fast it was. They were just like um, quick to be like, mm, we're not doing this time. Let's see
Mm.
here. Um, so here we go. It says Black Twitter when they found out Christian Toby Obumseli
Was what?
he was a coon.
Oh.
Look at the gift that they used. Let's see. Let's see. Wait. It skipped that. So where did it go? Scroll out. Okay, here it is, right here.
Oh.
Rolling up the window. So he was on social media passing around anti-black woman propaganda, praising only white women for them to kill him. The cops refusing to investigate his case. Terrible story, but crazy how the universe works.
Mm-hmm.
What happened here? A black man spent his time dehumanizing black women, fetishizing white women, centering himself around white centered circles, ends up getting pincushioned by his girl. Don't charge her. When you get pincushioned by your preference. No.
Mm-hmm.
So this one here, let's see. So and then look what they were saying about Lauren Fields just like 9 weeks ago there. So they were saying she deserved it. So I think the divestment movement is a necessary tool in helping black men understand what we will be facing in the next few decades if we do not address these serious issues plaguing our communities. Black men dating out will be the least of our worries if we fail to reconstruct Black America in a way that will allow us to reproduce Black children with a healthy, safe environment. Just so you guys know, I'm not a woman. I'm a Black man concerned about the development of Black men and boys and how we promote Black on Black violence. Lauren did not deserve to be dragged for expanding her options. The plot thickens. Akata, derogatory term used by West African immigrants for African Americans. There are two meanings, cotton picker and fox. So basically they're saying we're animals, we're cotton pickers.
Yeah.
This is Courtney
For all you watching, I'm
a
with
few
it.
days before.
Do you like to be fully controlled, or do you?
I like to be submissive. Pretty well, yeah, in the bedroom,
Yes.
but like in my life, I don't like anybody to tell me what to do.
Yeah, so you only want them to tell you what to do in the bedroom. Other than that, you don't want them to tell you anything.
Right.
But this is what they want.
That's exactly it. Yes.
So that sounds like you're a control freak with your relationships. Be careful with this one. She's gonna boss you around like.
Sweet toxicity.
So you only date rich black guys. So like, have you ever dated like any politicians or only like rappers or athletes or what kind of like rich black guys?
No dope boys, no politicians.
Just strictly athletes.
I mean, well, you know, dabble here, dabble there, a little bit.
Have you ever dated any celebrities?
Dated? Well, I mean, yes.
What celebrities have you dated?
Just like athletes, Jermichael Finley. But don't look him up. Don't look him up. Don't look him up because it's gonna make you look really bad.
How much do you make a month?
A lot.
Yeah, we make good money.
Like you make 6 figures a year.
Multiple six.
I mean, how they're acting with those girls sitting there. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with their job description, nothing like that. But look how they're dressed and stuff, and how they say that black women are so ratchet and when they have those podcasts and have black women on there, they're dressed like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the difference in how they compare the two, it's just so glaring to me. That is so glaring to me.
Yeah.
Uh, is that your phone ringing?
Vibrating, yeah. But it's not like a call. It's all these damn news alerts and this, that, and all this other extra stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a huge glaring discrepancy to me.
Yeah. I don't know what this world is coming to. I would say I'm surprised Mustafa's not here, but like last time we thought he wasn't here.
Right. Well, he said he was, but I didn't see his chat. So I'm looking, I'm making sure the chat's on. Chat is on.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he's asleep or he's working. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So let this be a cautionary tale,
Mm-hmm.
because the best is yet to come where black women are concerned anyway, because we're taking back our power. Yep. And I'm glad to see black women not letting anybody guilt them into thinking that no matter what, they have to, you know, put up with all that nonsense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just like this lady says here on her tweet. She says here, black women are done with the coons. And I believe the black community is waking up. Coons everywhere scrubbing their accounts just in case. Deleting files here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, waking up. So this is let's see. So in conclusion here, let's see. Okay, I see another. Are you there, Mustafa? I see another viewer.
So it just shows you viewers, not who's viewing, right?
Yep. That and it won't show who unless they type in the chat or
Yeah,
anything
unless
like
they make
that.
a comment.
Mm-hmm. So like this guy here says here now, asking Akatas. They're gonna ask the Akatas for help. I don't see that happening. Now they're asking, they want the Akatas to help fund their GoFundMe and help fight for justice. I think the blank not. Like, okay, supposedly he had all this money. Where's all that money?
Oh
And
yeah.
she's got a boatload of money. If anything, if they want justice, they should ask her and her community for the money, or and what happened to his money if he was making such good money to live in this multi-million-dollar or alleged multi-million-dollar
I mean, because clearly she said she only date rich black folks. So
exactly. Where is his money? Why are they begging the Akatas that he didn't like? Why are they asking the Akatas for money?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bet like his brother, because I mean his family had to know what kind of sentiments he was holding anyway. So I'm sure his brother as well. He had to scrub before he came out with that that IG post begging for help. He had to go scrub his data. So nobody would find out, hey, look, here's another, it runs in the family here. Because I think I read somewhere where, that, and I can't find it. Well, I should have pulled that up. Where his brother or somebody, they were kind of on the same line as far as thinking the same thing. Because they're like their whole family is an immigrant African family. So the Akata thing comes from the Africans, the African immigrants. But I had no idea that was such a big thing between African and Black American communities until a few years ago. And I started seeing this rift. I was just like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
It's kind of like how the Koreans and Japanese don't get along. They got a big rift. Because everybody looks at them like, wait, I don't understand that because they're both Asian. So why don't they like each other? Well, it goes deeper than that. You got to delve into the nuances. And then the thing about these Africans that come over here, immigrants, thinking that they're better than Black Americans. The Black Americans, in their fight for civil rights and justice and equality, they paved the way for these African immigrant families that come over here and just automatically think they're better than us. You see what I'm saying? So when they come over here, they don't even understand the 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 technical oppression that the Black Americans are still living under. But they come over here just like the other immigrants with with this mindset because they bought into the propaganda of how Black Americans are portrayed on TV and rap music and all this stuff. Thinking we're all like that. No, we're not all like that. We're not all like those housewife shows and all that stuff.
Yeah. Shit. And they talk about us. I'm scrolling Instagram, and on I said they talk about us. I said, and I'm scrolling Instagram, and on TMZ, it shows a Colorado Rockies fan punched several women in the face in a crazy altercation outside of Coors Field over the weekend. The brutal video, which is hard to watch. It's a man punching females and all kinds of stuff, and of course they all of the envelopian background. But they always talk about Black people.
Right.
Like we're the animals. No, look at your people.
Right. We're not like last time I checked, I haven't seen any people of our community going to shooting up schools and movie theaters and concerts.
You know?
Or the Karen videos. All the Karen videos are the envelopians.
Yep.
But yeah, like you said, with the propaganda of this country and the media and the people that are in control of the networks and the movie theaters, they're trying to portray it. But it's like, no. And people are waking up to that too, because all those Karen videos of these crazy envelopians acting crazy in public, throwing hissy fits over wearing masks and being told no, which they're not used to being told no. They're not of our complexion. So I don't understand why people want to emulate them. Like when people are trying to get their proximity to whiteness because of the structure of the white supremacy structure, they're trying to get their proximity to whiteness and the power of it. But all those people that even control the structure of white supremacy aren't that smart. They just looked out because their ancestors, the way their ancestors set the foundation for them. So, I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
they just lucked out because thanks to their ancestors setting up the structure for them. So I especially don't understand like people of color, like the blacks and the Asians that want to emulate those people because they're not smart. They're not all good looking. They're not, you know what I'm saying? I understand they're trying to get to that aspect of power, but they're still putting these people on a pedestal, like the standard of beauty and all this stuff and the white worship. I don't understand that. But a lot of people are waking up to that too, that white worship. They're waking up to that and they're turning it off. And that's why Hollywood can't really sell tickets to their movies anymore.
I wish there was something uplifting to talk about going on in this world. Shoot.
Let's find something. We'll find something to close this out, make uplifting. Let's see.
I don't know, because I just saw a story. I was looking for it again. A teacher in Richmond, California, arrested for molesting 7 kids. They don't say the age of the kids right now, but it's a white woman arrested for molesting 7 kids since last year. And all they said as far as the kids goes is the school is from grades 5 to 12. So you don't know how old they are. And then they do that dumb shit too. They always sleeping with the students and want to fall in love and get married and kids. It's always them female teachers. What happened?
Now I was trying to find this photo. She does hair, and okay, I think I found it. Let's see. Where is it? Where is the one where? Let's see. I'm gonna go to her account. Let's see. Because I like it. Was see. Okay, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna change. Flip the can. The okay. Okay, here we go. This video here, right here.
Ladies, is your man's hair thinner in the front? Girl, don't leave him. I got you. This little piece right here, just tell him throw it in the front. You might need to cut it down a little bit and look how easy this is. Ladies, is your man's hair thinner in the front? Girl.
That's so funny.
Hey, so wait, what y'all out here doing? Oh, so you just gonna take it up? Everybody out here wearing wigs, y'all. Everybody out here wearing wigs. Stop playing. All right.
That was so funny. Where's the other one? Oh, here we go.
Sometimes you don't even need a hair full of hair. All you need is this little piece. Just a little piece. Just a little piece to give that hair some humph. You know, a little fullness, you know. All you need sometimes is just a little bit. Look at that. Look all full now. Sometimes you don't even need a hair full of hair. All you need
Her commentary is so cute. It was funny. Okay, where is it? Okay, here we go.
Let's get into this big transformation. All right, so she done plucked it, gluing it down and everything. Ooh, all right, she's spraying it up and everything. Sis got her game face on. Like, that's how I be when I be installing this big. Like, big, you not about to play with me and embarrass me outside. You better stay put. All right, so we see you, sis. Yes. Let's get into this big transformation. All right.
That is so cool. But it costs so much money to get all that stuff to get started. So I was closing out with some funny videos. That was like the end there, so we can have some funny videos. So we will be back to our one guest that's watching or anybody that's watching. We will be back maybe tomorrow, sometime this week, and we will see you guys later. Bye.
See ya.